Good morning, everyone. Welcome to workout number 3. So hopefully you've been enjoying the last 2 videos I've done. The first one was butt and hamstrings. The second one was abs. Today's is core. So we're going to be working front, back, sides, from shoulders to hips. So we're going to start with a standing warm up just to get everything nice and loose, and then we're off. Okay, so find some space. All you'll need today is a mat. So feet apart, nice and wide, toes turned out, keep your belly in, and let's just squat down and up. We're going to do 15 of these. 3, 4, 5, 7, always keep the belly in. Start to get the oxygen and blood flowing through the body. 10, we've got 5 to go. 5 and 4, 3, 2, last one, and stop. Do some side to side rotations. Lift the heel as you twist. And if your balance is okay, look right back behind you. Good, we've got one more on each side. And shake it out. Now do some arm circles, up, around and down. Around the other way. And now forward and back, just to try and warm up the chest and the shoulders, front and back. So we'll be using these muscles quite a bit. Nice to see the sun out this morning. I don't know how much longer it's going to last because they have forecast rain for today. Damn, there goes our last burst of autumn weather. All right, guys, it is time to get on with it. I'm going to take this off. And we're going to start in tabletop position, prone position, which means facing down. Now, some of these positions are going to require you to keep your load on your wrists, which I know for many of you can be a bit of an issue. So, a couple of things you can do. You can go on your knuckles, of course, but that has limitations as well. You can roll the end of your mat over to create a softer surface, thereby just reducing the flexion in the wrist. Or simple as anything, stop, shake it out, go back in again. If at any time it gets too hard on the wrists, many of these can be done on your elbows. So let's just see how we go. Listen to your body, that's the most important thing. Stop, rest and recover as you need to. Okay, let's go. We've got hands under the shoulders and knees under your hips, making a tabletop position. So we're aiming for arms and thighs to be perpendicular to your torso. Draw the belly button in and don't let go. The head is neutral. Imagine you're standing and talking to someone. There's no need to drop your head and look between your thighs. There's absolutely nothing to see down there. So, looking straight down, around finger level or just above your fingertips. All right, taking a deep breath in. On the exhale, just draw your belly in and push your weight away from the floor. You're pushing away. We're trying to activate these muscles here on the side of our ribs. Once you've got that established, just extend one leg back, sliding the toe on the floor, then bring that knee back in. Same side. Press it back, bring it in. So what we're doing here is just preparing ourselves for the lift. As your leg extends back, avoid shifting off to the side. Try to balance the weight between the knee and the opposite hand. Now we lift that leg up and we squeeze the glute to lift and we tuck the knee towards the arm. Extend it back, bring it in. Breathe in, breathe out. 4 more of these, 4 and 3, stretching that leg out, 2 and 1, bring it in. Let's do the other side. Just slide the toe back, keep it on the floor, bring it back in. Adjust the other side, so hand and knee taking the weight. Inhale, exhale. We're going to do 1 more of those. And now we lift the leg up. We stretch it back. It's not about height, it's about length. Reach back. Feel the front hip and thigh lengthen as you push back. 4 and 3. Breathing out. Inhale, exhale. One more. And release. Good. Let's do the same thing with the opposite hands now. Just the arm. Bring it back. Extend and return. 3, 2 more of these. 4 and 5. Other side. And feel how the core muscles shift from one side to the other. This is just to prepare us for what's coming up, guys. 4, we have one more. And now we put the arm and leg together. So it was the right knee. Lift that up, toe to the floor. Left hand, fingers to the floor. Find your center and lift. Now feel length, fingertips and toes reaching away from each other. From here, take a breath. Exhale, pull it in. Breathe in, stretch. Exhale, pull. Now the weight is balanced between the supporting arm and knee. Exhale. If you want, we can add a tuck, lifting your spine towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. These exercises will heat you up. 2, and you've got one more. And release. Shake that wrist out. Let's set up the other side. So it was your left knee and your right hand. Find your center. Belly button right in the middle of the floor. Lift up, stretch. Inhale here, exhale, tuck. Inhale, extend. Exhale, return. 3 and 4. Add in the extra crunch if you want to. 8 of these. Inhale, exhale. Lift your belly button up to the ceiling. I think one more. And 8. And bring it in. All right, take the load off your hands and shoulders. Shake it out. Do some shoulder rolls. Beautiful. We're going to go back to the same position. So make sure your wrists are ready. You can always hit pause. Back on the hands. Now, knees are under the hips, but the toes are tucked under. This is going to work your core quite strongly. So we're going to breathe in here. And as you exhale, use your abdominals to float the knees up off the floor and back down. Try not to jerk forward. Just lift and down. Draw your belly button in. Remember the pelvic floor work we did yesterday. Lift and lower. And lift and lower. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. You'll probably feel a bit in your thighs as well. Lift. One more. And done. Now, take the hands forward to about eye level. Set your hips back towards your heels. And we're going to lunge forward into a plank. Breathing in here, exhale, lunge forward. You might need to shift your feet a little bit. Now we're going to sit back. You can bring your knees down if you like to, or you can keep them floating and press forward. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Now as you drive the body forward, lift the rib cage away from the floor. Keep going. I want you to feel the work in here. Lifting up, spreading out your upper back muscles so we don't end up in a kind of a duck back or sway back. Yeah? So inhale, exhale, do a few more, and out. Inhale, exhale, one more, and hold. Bring your knees down and sit back and release. Good work. Now, we're going to work from our elbows. We're going to have the arms folded over. So this is your front plank to side plank. So, elbows on the floor, knees on the floor, and belly button and ribs lifted up. I'm going to turn towards the camera. The bottom knee stays down, the top leg stretches out, and we're aiming the arm just above the shoulder. Try and create a straight line. And lift up through here so we're not slumping. We're going to come back to the floor and we're going to turn the other way. Open up, reach, look to your hand if you can. Bring it back down. Open up, squeeze, glutes, abs, side. Come back down. Always keep a little tension in your bottom. Breathe it in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Keep going. Remember to push yourself away from the floor to keep those muscles along the side of your back working. And we've got 4 more sets. 4 and 3, 2, 1, 4 to go. 4, 3, should be getting warm now. 2, and 1, and down. Push yourself back and have a little breather. Okay, while you're resting there, for some of you, you might like the toe option. So still on your elbows, feet extended, and simply move off onto the side and to the side, and your feet will move side to side. So that's that option. I'm feeling puffed already. These core exercises, because they use so many muscles in the body, always hit you in the lungs, and you start getting really, really hot. That's a good thing. So don't be frightened of it. It's normal. Especially first thing in the morning when you haven't really woken up the body yet. Okay, we are now working on our side strength. These are where I find most people have trouble. Holding your weight up on one arm is not the easiest thing in the world, but we've just set you up for that. So hopefully you get a feel for what we're doing here. Now we're going to be doing some pulses on the same side. Elbow under your shoulders. My hair is going to get in my way. I'm having enormous battles with my hair from growing out the pixie. Of course, I had a hair appointment this Friday, which is very likely to be cancelled. As for eyelashes, so I have virtually no eyelashes left. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Okay, lift this up. Imagine someone's got a sash wrapped around your ribs and they're lifting you up. Shoulders stacked, hips stacked, top leg straight, and lift your hips up with your obliques and the side of your leg and glutes. You can keep your hand here or here, or we're simply going to drop and lift as high as you can. And 2, we've got 10 of these. 3, and 4, try not to roll forward. 5, you're going to feel it a little bit in your hip and glutes. 7, but try and instigate from here. 2 more, 9, and 10, awesome. Let's do the other side. So elbow under the shoulder, lift your weight away from the floor, top leg is straight, hand on hip, lift up and go. 10, 9, push away with your thighs and obliques. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and bring it down. Okay, we're going to do that again. You can stay with that same option. I'm having awful battles with my hair. Or you can go onto toes, which is what I'm going to do now. So if you're with me, reset, everything's in place, both legs extended, and we lift up, top leg in front, bottom leg underneath, at the back. Drop, lift, and 2, and 3, and 4. Remember, knee down if you need to. 6, and 7, and 8, 9, 1 more, 10, and down. Change it over. Excuse my rear view. All right, starting to get a bit sweaty now. Let's go. Lifting up, belly in, glutes a little engaged, and go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, nearly there, 4, remember to breathe, 2, last one, and down. I think we need a little stretch after that. What do you think? Legs crossed in front. Lift one arm up. Over you go. Stretch that side. And again, other side. Reach up. Over you go. And some shoulder rolls both ways. Okay, we're not done. Our next one is working a little bit more of the back core. So these are quite tricky. It's like a reverse plank. Your hands can either point forward, fingertips towards your toes, or you can angle out slightly. Now I'm going to start with the knees bent. Make sure your belly button is pulled in and your shoulders aren't up near your ears. So just depress the shoulder blades, bring them down towards the hips, open the chest and lengthen your neck. We're just going to lift the hips up. Yep. So we drop and lift. Drop and lift. So you're going to get quite a strong feeling in your arms. And squeeze. And squeeze. Do a few more of these. 3, 2, last one. Press and drop. Now, you can stay with that one, or you can come with me and extend one leg out. And we're going to lift. Do it all with one leg. And 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and 8. Oh, yeah, yay. That's supposed to be the easier version, right? Other side, breathe in. Exhale, lift, and 2, and 3, feel the whole posterior chain, your back, glutes and hamstrings, 2 to go, 7, and 8, and down. Sit with your legs out in front, give them a little stretch. I'm quite sore from yesterday's workout. In addition to the hard abs, I did a full body routine. I'm feeling it today. Arms, shoulders, back are all quite sore in a good way. But yeah, sometimes fatigue can either be your friend or your enemy. Today it's not so much my friend. All right, we're going to continue on. The next level is legs out straight. So once again, you can go back to the bent knees or you can stay out long with me. On your exhale, you're going to draw the belly in tight. We're going to lift those hips up. Good. And drop back down gently. Lift and lower and lift. Now remember, the longer the lever, the longer the distance between your feet and hands, the harder this is. That's why sometimes being short is an advantage. 2 to go. I think the heat is on in here today. And down. All right. We're going to add on to that one again. So remember, stay with the level that works for you. All right, take a deep breath. On the exhale, tilt the pelvis under, lift up. We're going to lift one leg up, bring it back down. Other side, lift that leg up, bring it back down. Other side, lift and lower. My shoes are not helping me today. Lift and lower. Lift. One more on each side. Lift, lower, lift, lower, back down, roll forward and stretch. We will do that one more time, and I'm going to do this without my shoes this time, as that's what I'm used to with Pilates. Some people like with these core exercises to keep shoes on as it helps to stabilize the feet more. In my case, I like bare feet, especially with this exercise, as it helps me feel the earth and engage the right muscles in my feet, which then translate all up through my body. So, Ready to go. One more round. Ready? I think I'm ready. Breathe in. Exhale, scoot your belly in. Lift those hips up. And lift those legs again. And breathe in. Exhale. And again. Inhale. Exhale. That's better. 3. Much better without shoes, guys. 4. 4 to go. 5. Draw that tummy in. 6. And 7. Last one is 8. Bring your foot down, hips down, flex your feet, belly always in as you stretch. And we have one more exercise, everyone, and that is our mountain climber. Throughout my experience in the gyms, I've seen this done many, many different ways. There's straight up and down, there's crisscross, there's also hips bobbing up and down, there's heads down on the floor. I want to try and encourage you to think about your Pilates form as you're doing this, and that is the back is slightly rounded, your belly is in, your ribs are lifted, head is always in the natural position, so don't drop your head down to the floor and squash the front of the neck. Be very mindful of those things. So, hands underneath the shoulders, here we go again. And we're going to go into a full plank for this one. One foot back, press that toe into the floor. Move forward a bit. Other side, press the toes into the floor. Now we bring the knee in towards the chest. You'll notice my back is rounded slightly. And pull, 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 pull. Nice and even and strong. Now you can speed that up. But if you're jerking around all over the place, stay slow. Much better to do it well than to be kind of jumping all over the place and there's no core activity going on. So keep that going. Pull, pull. Now we're going to go across the body towards the opposite elbow. Whew. Don't know about you, but I'm starting to feel that. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Set your hips back. Take a breather. Press the armpits to the floor. And now roll up into cat arch. Tuck the tailbone under between your legs. Lift the belly button up towards the ceiling. Lower the head down towards the floor. Then lifting the tailbone up, drop the belly button down, open the chest and look up ahead of you. Keep the shoulders back. And we're going to do that one more time. Tailbone tucks under into cat arch. Belly button lifts. And reverse tailbone up. Lift the chest and stretch out the front. And relax. All right, give the wrists a good shake out. Now you're going to need to stretch after all that work, so let's start with a nice easy mermaid. I've got sweat dripping down my face. And so you should. Core workouts are often the ones that build a lot of heat in the body. So don't be frightened of that, it's all good. Holding your shin, lift your right arm up. And over you go to the side. Now try not to roll forward, drop the head down. Everything stays lined up. Shoulder, ear, ear, shoulder. And just lift up. Turn the head up slightly if you need to. Then we bring that arm down and we take it over to the other side. Stretch your fingers away from your hips. Let's do that again. Lift up and over, stretch. Breathe in, breathe out. Lovely. Flip the legs over. Let's do the other side. Alrighty. Arm comes up. Lift the side away from the hip and over you go. Align everything. Try not to cheat the stretch. And back over. Reach up and stretch across the body. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in. Exhale. Feel that beautiful lateral side flexion, bend in the body. Breathe in and out. Awesome. Lying on your back. Let's do some side to side rotation. So my knees will be above my hips. I'm going to take my arms out wide to try and control my shoulder blades and keep them on the floor. We're simply going to turn the knees to one side. Try and keep the opposite shoulder down. Bring the knees back up, other side. So I often get asked, is my hip supposed to leave the floor? Yes, it is a sideways tilt of the pelvis. The knees generally should stay close together. Pull it back in with your abdominals. Other side, look away from the knees, shoulder down. And pull it back through. Option, legs up straight, toes turn out, heels pressed together. Over the go. And pull it back up. You want to breathe in as you rotate. Exhale to pull it through. So this is your deep transverse abdominis and obliques. Transverse abdominis, deep layer of the abdominals. Inhale. We want to get them stronger because they're the ones that support our spine. Breathe in. Go back to bent knee if it's getting too much or your legs aren't flexible enough. Last one. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Hug your knees to your chest. That feels really nice. Hands on knees and just draw little circles. Give your lower back a little massage. Now, if you are feeling some of that in your lower back, you really have to ask yourself, am I using my abdominals? Am I pulling my belly button in as much as I can? Am I using my pelvic floor? Other way. Am I dropping my hips down and putting all the load in my lower back? Yeah? Ask yourself those things. Sometimes, even after all these years, I film myself and check my own technique. Now, I'm not perfect, nobody is. I have days when I'm really switched on, and I have other days where I'm just a little bit tired and things just aren't working as well as I'd like. That's human nature. We all go through that. So don't let it be the thing that puts you off doing your exercise. The important thing is that you constantly practice and always try to make a step towards being a better version of yourself and getting better at that exercise. Some days are going to be great, some days are going to be crap. But anyway, I'm going to leave that with you today. Remember, you can hit pause, rewind, you can choose whatever you want out of that section. If you don't like the rotation, stay forward. If you don't like the toes, stay on the knees. If you can't handle the wrists, go to your elbows and just hold a plank. Whatever you do, just keep moving, stay positive, and I'll be back tomorrow with mobility. Okay, this will be a nice one. Just some nice flowy mobility stuff and some extra stretching. Thanks everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's workout and I will see you soon. Bye.